Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to a new video on Solana. I actually wanted to skip a video on Solana today, but I saw the movement and I had to make a video on that, right? It's super bullish right now. It's up about from the bottom right here on Tuesday. Sorry, yesterday. It's up about 14%. That's great. I think or at least I know the Solana ecosystem is doing great. Like, I'm not even sure what Myro is doing, but the first time I heard about Myro, for example, it's quite some time ago. I think somewhere right here. It's actually not performing that well right now, but it has performed super well, of course. So yeah, Solana is doing great. So the big question is, and that's of course also what we briefly talked about yesterday, is will Solana be able to break above its main resistance between 60 and 62.4? And that is a good question, all right, because it's hard to answer, because that would be a big breakout. I mean, if Solana breaks above that, what's next? I mean, what's next is that 67 is coming next then, which, I mean, then there's a possibility at a double top. But that's unlikely if the market is so bullish, right? The ADX is also slowly getting back up to 20. So then 70 and $75 would be more likely. And apart from that, there's also, like, Solana already took so much liquidity on the way up here, and it's still going. So the big question is will Solana be able to break out above that level? And it's hard to answer, all right? And just to spoil the fun, I think it's more likely that Solana does not break above that, and I'll tell you why. It's partially because the ADX is still below 20. So yes, Solana. See, what the case right now, before Solana got up here, was that it's consolidating in this area, right? So this is still in line with the market structure. If you assume that Solana is going to find resistance there and drop back down towards 57.5, and then later to 54, and then down to 50. So this is still in the market structure. The market structure has not been broken, and usually the market structure continues, all right? That's what usually happens. Apart from that, Bitcoin is quite strong right now. That's also one of the reasons why Solana is this strong, because they're quite correlated. But I expect Bitcoin to find resistance pretty soon as well. So that is another reason why I would expect Solana to find resistance there. Now, there's one thing I wanted to look at that actually is, pointing a little bit more towards the possibility of Solana breaking out. And that is the momentum. All right, because if you look at the open interest right now for Solana, you can see it's at $815 million. The last time Solana tried to break above this level was the 19th of November. The open interest then was $713 million. So the momentum right now, the open interest, is way higher than where it was the first time it tried to break above that. So that's why I'm telling you that there definitely is a possibility that Solana breaks above this level. But in the end, you have to wait for that confirmation. All right, so if Solana breaks above 62.5, all right, well, then we got the bullish breakouts, and then 67, 70, $75, all to be expected. And I would say that's most likely then. But for now, given the fact that, the open interest is also not as high as it was when we got to $67, right? So it's higher than the last time we tried to break above that level, but it's not the highest we've ever seen. And apart from that, like I said, the market structure expects us to find resistance, and I expect resistance from Bitcoin. And that's why I'm saying it's a little bit more likely that Solana will find resistance here and drop back down to at least 57.5. But personally, I wouldn't short Solana, all right? So I'm not that sure about it. It just seems most likely, given everything we can look at. So those are my thoughts. And if you do have any questions, anything, let me know down in the comments. There you'll also find links to my own premium and Signal group if that's interesting to you. For now, though, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.